Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has programs like Living the Country Life, Successful Farming, and the National Day Spotlight, along with Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and more. Plus, weekend programming like Midwest Country Music Originals, Country Legends Jukebox with Jay Dean, and Les Butler and Friends Bluegrass Gospel Hour. All of this plus all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com, download the app with Apple and Android devices, or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
The City of Sigourney is now accepting applications for lifeguards at the municipal swimming pool for the 2026 season. All applicants must have evidence of a valid certificate of completion of Red Cross lifeguard training and CPR training prior to the pool opening. Water safety instructor certification would be preferred for the manager and or assistant manager. Wages will be based on qualifications and experience. Applications may be printed off at Sigourney.com or picked up at the city clerk's office at 100 North Main Street. Applications may be emailed, mailed, or dropped off at City Hall and must be returned no later than 4:30 p.m. Monday, February 9th. The City of Sigourney is an equal opportunity employer. And we welcome you into high school basketball here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube. We're also on the Skunk River Radio Facebook page. And we are in New Sharon tonight for North Mahaska and English Valleys, two of our area teams. I've been seeing a lot of EV here lately on Steve Shetler Media, taking on both Pekin and Keota. And now we're here in North Mahaska tonight, where it's senior night. We'll get to all that a little bit later on. But first, we do thank our sponsors. That includes Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell at State Farm Insurance, which they also bring us our player of the game. Also, Proline Building Company, First State Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting. As always this season, we've got R.D. Keep. He is the voice of the Warhawks here on Steve Shetler Media. R.D., we got about 3.5 minutes to go before we get the starting lineups. What are your thoughts heading into tonight's game?
Well, Steve, tonight's game certainly has implications for the South Iowa Cedar League, where these two teams are battling it out. Linville-Sully, they're undefeated, 14-0. They're probably going to run away with the conference. But Keota kind of did the conference a favor last night by upsetting Montezuma. And so this game is going to be wild. North Mahaska comes into tonight's contest trailing English Valleys by one game in the league standings. North Mahaska is 12-6. While English Valleys is 14-4 overall. North Mahaska averages about 49.3 points per ball game, while English Valleys averages 47. North Mahaska allows 33 points a game. The Bears give up 39. So on paper, they're pretty even. North Mahaska, again, they have that inside-outside attack with Kerry Lake from the outside. 6'1" Nat Linder on the inside, but North Mahaska also has another post player, 6 foot Jolyn Fogel, who can hit from inside. Linder's averaging 14 points a game. Lake has hits at 11 points pace. She's got 28 3-pointers on the season, so it's going to be fun. English Valleys, they're probably going to look to sophomore Anna Lures. She's averaging 13 points. Juniors Addison and Aubrey Achenbach, they average 11.7 and 9 respectively. Sophomore Kaylin Castor comes in, leads in rebounds with 7.4. So it is senior night here at North Mahaska. So I think in between games they're going to be honoring those seniors. Take a look at your starting lineups. First of all, for the English Valley's Bears, number 14, Anna Lewers, a sophomore, 5'7". Junior guard, number 15, Mallory Kane. She's 5'1". Another guard, number 20, a junior, Aubrey Achenbach. She's 5'6". Also 5'6", number 21, Addison Achenbach. And then rounding out the Bears lineup will be number 30, Kaylin Castor. She's a 5'9" sophomore. The Bears are coached by Chris Montross, assisted by Al Muse and Lou Castor. For William Penn, I'm sorry, folks, that's just a hazard. I did William Penn for 27 years, so I apologize for that. But for North Mahaska, a 5'4" guard, junior number 10, Addison Falb. Another senior, 5'7" guard, Allie Style. A 5'6" guard, number 24, Carly Lake, a junior. Down underneath, junior, number 30, Natalie Linder. And rounding out the Warhawk lineup will be number 50, junior Jolyn Fogel, center at 6 foot. The Warhawks are coached by Ellie Moore, Mike Huffman, and Lara Wittig. I did mention Allie Style is back in the lineup tonight. Allie really isn't going to play tonight since it is senior night. She injured her foot here a few weeks ago and is nursing that. But she is going to start for her senior, but we are not expecting her to play very long. We are going to pause for a moment for the playing of our national anthem by the North Mahaska Pep Band.
Stand as we honor our country for the playing of the national anthem performed by the NM Pep Band.
Well, our buddy Kurt Vanderwall, he's actually doing his real job, so he's not with us this evening. So Steve and I will fly through here tonight.
I tell you what, now, of course, our three official teams that we've been following this year, basketball-wise, with the majority of the games, North Mahaska, Keota, and Pekin. But English Valleys is right there. We've had three. This is the third game that we've had for English Valleys. And, yeah, RD, you mentioned it. This is a good team. They don't have that many girls on the team, just seven active players. But this is going to be a good matchup. Obviously, North Mahaska has the height advantage, but we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle from the beginning. I was talking to And that is it for Allie Style. They had the ball tipped to her. They called a timeout so she could come off the floor. I was talking with her before the ball game, and she said that all she was going to do was get the ball, hand it to the ref, then go put her boot back on, get back in street clothes. So into the ball game for North Mahaska is number 32, Jade DeBoof. She's in for it, and Addie Falb, she put up a shot or two. Natalie Linder back underneath. And North Mahaska, within the first 30 seconds, is up 4-0. Here comes a near turn. Well, yes, the Bears did turn the ball over. Lake, she throws it away to Lures and then gets it back. It's just kind of a scramble out there. Picked up by Aubrey Achenbach, and we got a foul on the play. Foul whistled on Carly Lake, her first, team first. North Mahaska up 4-0 here in the first minute. Here come the Bears on the attack. Addison Achenbach up for 3-point, and she gets it in. Brings the score to 4-3. DeBoof, she gets it to Linder, has it knocked away. Aubrey Achenbach, she knocks it out of bounds. 25 to shoot on the shot clock. 6:36 to play. DeBoof, she's ready to fire it in. Gets it over the top to Linder. Linder whips it out to Lake. Lake puts it up for three, and she drops her first three-pointer of the night in. Here comes Addison Achenbach. Now over to Kaylin Castor. Lake off on the steal. Mallory Cohn gets down there. Gets the ball stopped, but I believe that she was whistled for the foul. Yes. Foul whistled on junior Mallory Cohn. Lake at the line shooting free throws. She misses the first one. She's a 73% free throw shooter. Here she's set for the second. And it rolls off as well. Rebound comes down to Lures. Lures dribbles down, but it's stolen away by Lake. She gets it to Linder. Linder almost stumbled, but regained. Here comes DeBoof with a three-point shot. Goes off the back iron. Foul whistled on number 50. Jolyn Fogel of North Mahaska. Lures gets the ball into Aubrey Achenbach. Achenbach to Addison. They get it across the timeline. And Castor is fouled by Lake. That's Lake's second foul. Into the lineup is number 20, Olivia Ridgway. Here comes Aubrey Achenbach. Off to Cone. Oh, got the ball into Castor, but she took some steps trying to clear space. Linder to DeBoof. DeBoof brings it across the timeline. And Fogel catches Falb. darting to the basket. North Mahaska's up 9-3. There's Achenbach. Over to Cone. Cone over to Aubrey Achenbach. It rolls off. DeBoof comes down with the rebound. Foul was whistled on number 21, Addison Achenbach, her first. Second team foul. Into the Bears lineup is number 10, Kaylor Lown. She's a junior. Here comes DeBoof across midcourt. Gets it to Linder in the high post. Foul fakes. Fakes a three, tries to throw it into Fogel. It's stolen by Castor. And the Bears on the attack. There's Lown. Into Lures. Lures makes a move across the line. Is fouled by DeBoof, her first. They get it triggered in. Shot up by Lures, rolls off. Linder gets it. She gets it down to Fouled. Fouled, misses the layup. Linder on the rebound. She gets it back out to Fogel at the top. To DeBoof. DeBoof over to Faub. Faub gets it to, and Fogel's shot goes off. Rebound by Lures. She kind of stopped her dribble short of the line, but she got it across the timeline. Good shape. Mallory Cohen dribbling around. There it is to Castor. Castor puts it up, and it's good. Kaylin Castor with her first basket of the night. 9-5 North Mahaska. 3:40 to play here in the first quarter. Linder off the top left. Goes off. Rebound to Castor. Ball stolen by Fogel. Back into the Bears lineup is number 20, Aubrey Achenbach. Linder gets the ball into DeBoof. DeBoof to Faub. Faub down to Ridgway underneath. Ridgway with a basket. Steal by Linder, and then it was knocked away, but Ridgway was there to pick it up. She gets it over to DeBoof on the left side. DeBoof back up to the top. Linder, she starts to drive. Ball's knocked away. Recovered by Aubrey Achenbach of the Bears, and just like that, English Valley is back on the attack.
Pretty sloppy play so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, both these teams doing a lot of handwork on defense and getting it. Getting in the passing lanes. 3-point shot. Lures thought she had a spot inside and it got stolen away. Faub's shot goes short. Tie up in the middle. Remains with North Mahaska. New 35-second clock. Official's mistake. That's actually English Valley's ball, so they stop the signal from the bench or the scorer's table. Here comes Achenbach's shot, comes off. Fogel can't grab it. The Bears have it. Now they're resetting their offense. Aubrey Achenbach over to Addison. Addison gets it out to Kaler, Lown, and Addison foul breaches across Achenbach for the foul. Her first. 5th team foul on North Mahaska, so Kaler Lown will be at the line shooting a couple free throws here.
I think that's one of the Achenbachs, actually.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, it is. Aubrey. I thought that was a 10. It's actually a 20. I apologize. She's a 46.8% free throw shooter. But the second rolls off of North Mahaska.
Well, they gave it to North Mahaska.
Oh,
I thought he pointed. He definitely pointed that way.
He pointed towards the Bears, but apparently it was really North Mahaska. So the officials. Going to be interesting to see just exactly how they're going to call this game tonight. That foul was on Kaylin Castor, her first. Third foul in the quarter on the Bears. And she is whistled for a second foul just a few seconds later. So they're calling this thing kind of close. Linder ready to fire it in. DeBooth around the right side. She brings it back across the top. Mallory Cohen is there putting the pressure on. Linder at the high post. She whips it out to Faub. Faub gets it down underneath to Ridgeway, but she's Aubrey Achenbach had that baseline covered, and she stepped out of bounds. So turnover for North Mahaska. Here come the Bears. Achenbach to Achenbach. Aubrey with the basketball to Addison. Addison inside to Kaler Lone. Oh. She got it to Aubrey Achenbach, but she was blocked. So. DeBooth gets it across the timeline to Linder. Linder picks up her dribble, looking. There goes DeBooth down the right side to Falb in the corner. She brings it back out to the top. Down inside, 10 seconds. Steal and a run out here. And she loses the ball. That is Anna Lures. Looked like she was going to try to put a... Yeah, we got a long three. Oh.
That was close.
Well, that was close. So your first quarter score, North Mahaska 11, English Valley 6. We'll be back right after
Proline
this.
Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
And, of course, Kelly and Wendell at State Farm sponsor our player of the game. So we'll be picking our North Mahaska player of the game later on. Heading into the second quarter, R.D. Keep has the call of the action.
North Mahaska will have the basketball to begin the second quarter. Again, 11-6, North Mahaska. Here comes DeBooth across the top. Over to Carly Lake at the left wing. She goes back across the top, now wings it back to DeBooth on the left wing. She gets it into Fogel at the high post. She loses it, being heavily guarded. 16 to shoot. Lake, she tries to drive down. Ball down underneath. Comes off to Aubrey Achenbach. She's at the top there. Gets it back into Lures. Linder on the rebound. And the Warhawks are back on the attack. Linder's operating off of that high post. Here comes DeBouf. She can't get it to fall. Fogel can't get her shot. And Lures comes away with the basket. Now she's off to Aubrey Achenbach to Addison. Addison dribbling around Carly Lake. She gets it up but can't get it to fall. Linder with another rebound. There's Faub. She almost lost it on the pass from Linder. DeBouf from the corner goes off the back plate. Rebounded by Aubrey Achenbach, and she's on the attack. She takes it down. Ended up with a travel call as she got down to the left side of the lane there. Linder and Lake kind of clogged that up. So here comes DeBouf. She brings it back across.
Almost sounded like a law firm, Marty.
Yeah.
Linder and Lake.
Yeah.
Lake and Linder.
Yeah. There's DeBouf. She thought about it. Fogel a little late on the pass, stolen by Lures. Lures takes it down, and she can't get it to fall, but she does get the rebound. And DeBouf with drive, she gets the foul. Foul was whistled on number 20, Aubrey Achenbach, her first. First team foul on English Valleys in the second quarter.
And that's one thing they can't afford to do is get into any sort of foul trouble because they don't have
absolutely.
enough players on the bench.
Right now, North Mahaska is not having any luck at the free throw line. I've got them 0 for 3. And DeBouf finally gets one to go down. Into the North Mahaska lineup, number 20, Olivia Ridgway, replacing DeBouf. Here come the Bears. Aubrey Achenbach to Addison. Addison double teamed. She gets it off to her sister, Aubrey. Aubrey gets it back out to Addison at the top of the key. Over to... And Addison Faub is whistled for a hold for North Mahaska, her second foul. So here come the Bears with a new 35-second clock. Addison to Aubrey. Aubrey gets it down to Lures. What do we have? Got a foul whistled. Foul whistled on Linder, her first. Must have got a little too much body as she was getting that rebound. Here comes Lures. Lures gets it out to Aubrey Achenbach. She kind of lost it, had to retrieve it. To Cone. Cone back out to Aubrey. Aubrey over to Kaylor Lown. Lown looking for someplace to go. Here goes Aubrey, and she was trying to hit Addison, and it got away from her. North Mahaska has the basketball. Lake running the point with DeBouf on the bench. Mallory Cone playing tough defense in there. Linder gets it to Fogel. Fogel gets a basket. Assist to Linder. That was kind of an odd-looking play in there with the Bears. It got knocked away, and they retrieved it. Here they come across. Foul whistled on Addison. Foul. That is her third foul.
Wow.
For North Mahaska. Into the English Valley's lineup is number 30, Kaylin Castor. And Carly Lake got the ball, and then there was a foul. Foul was whistled on Aubrey Achenbach, her second. Bailey Banstra now into the North Mahaska lineup with foul, sitting with those 3 fouls. There's Fogel from the high post and couldn't get it on the left side. Nice rebound by Castor. They were trapped down underneath. Tried to get the ball out to Castor and thrown too far. Here comes Linder. Ridgeway almost, and then she stepped on the line. Neither team is making really clear, good, crisp passes here tonight. Part of it is caused by the defense that's being played. Here come the Bears. Out to Addison. Addison's comes off. Banstra with the ball. Foul whistled on Anna Lewers, her first. Nice track down by Cohen off of the, she came up quick. Linder couldn't get the ball into Bailey. Here come the Bears. Aubrey with the shot. Won't go down. Another rebound for Linder. Carly Lake, she's dribbling across. Cohen keeping her on the hip. 24 seconds on the shot clock. 2:51 to play here in the half. North Mahaska 14, English Valley 6. Neither team really getting any consistency at this moment. But right there, that's why, is that defense. There goes Aubrey. Basket's no good, but she is fouled by Bailey Banstra of North Mahaska, her first. Coach Ellie Moore for North Mahaska, he's calling a timeout for these.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And we're bringing it back here to North Mahaska High School, second quarter, 2:37 to go. R.D. Keep has the call of the game.
All right. Aubrey Achenbach, she's back at the line shooting 2 free throws. She's 1 of 2 on the night. That one bounced around and then bounced off.
They just can't buy any sort of bucket.
No, Here she is for her second. And it bounces off the back iron, but nice rebound by Castor. Ball goes up. Can't get the shot off. Ridgeway got the ball to DeBoof, but it was knocked away by Lures. Off to Aubrey Achenbach. Inside to Lures. Lures wings it back out. Castor tried to get it to Mallory Cohn. It's knocked out of bounds. 17 on the shot clock. Kaylor Lown back into the EV lineup. Oh, nice move underneath. Anna Lures with her first basket of the night. Here come the Warhawks again, running across the top there. Linder, she's moving down. Puts a hook, but we've got a whistle underneath. Foul whistled on Jolyn Fogel. That is her second for North Mahaska. Looks like they're trying to get Mallory Anderson. Oh, that was the fifth foul on North Mahaska in the quarter. So we have, I believe it's Addison Achenbach. Yes, Addison will be at the line shooting free throws for English Valleys. And that one goes off the back rim. Mallory Anderson finally gets into the ball game here. Addison Achenbach for her second shot. And that one finally goes in. 14-9 North Mahaska. Minute and a half to play here in the half. Lake, she reverses field, goes back down the right side, down in the corner. She gets it to Anderson. Anderson gets it out to DeBoof. And DeBoof drops it in. 16-9 North Mahaska. Aubrey Achenbach to Addison. She gets it back to Aubrey. Back to Addison. Over to Cohen. Cohen looking. She gets it to Aubrey, and Aubrey puts in a three-pointer. 16-12. Bears making a bit of a run here in the closing seconds of the first half. Lake tries a cross-court pass. Aubrey Achenbach gets her fingers on it, knocks it out of bounds. Still North Mahaska basketball. Linder into DeBoof. Ooh. Foul whistled on number 14. That is Anna Lures. That is her second foul, I believe. Yes. That was a tough one. I thought she had position in there. But I'm not the official. So DeBoof over to, here comes rebound by Lown, and she's fouled by DeBoof. That's her second. There's really starting to be some fouls piled up here, Steve, as Lown goes to the line to shoot.
Yeah, was that Carly's third foul of the game?
No, that one was on DeBoof.
Okay.
It was second. So it's 16-13 here in the last 20 seconds of the first half. Here comes Lake. She's dribbling across. Nice zone defense by the Bears. Really closing it out, forcing North Mahaska to work from the perimeter. There's Linder. She tried to get it off and couldn't. And Mallory Cohen gave it as good a shot as she could, but Linder was there just to touch it. Your halftime score, North Mahaska 16, English Valley's 13.
All righty, we will take a 10-minute break in between the halves here and hear from some of our sponsors. Be back with more basketball action here at Senior Night, North Mahaska High School. At half, North Mahaska leads English Valleys 16-13.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Hi, Clint.
Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
And we thank all of our sponsors on board for North Mahaska basketball here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube. We're also live on Skunk River Radio Facebook. Just about getting ready to get back into the third quarter, under a minute to go here. And we do thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our upcoming third quarter. RD Keep with the call of the game. RD, it's been a defensive battle and or struggle. Lots of turnovers going on in this game. Not many points being scored. What do you think heading into the second half?
Well, the way the officials are calling this ball game, and that's not a criticism of them, but the way they're calling this basketball game, this game could very well be won at the free throw line. North Mahaska starter Addison Faub has 3 fouls. They've got one of the post players, Jolyn Fogel, has 2. Their point guard, Jay DeBouf, has 2. Also looking at the Bears lineup, they've got 3 of their starters with 2 fouls. English Valleys will start the second half with the basketball. Malik Cohn gets it out to Addison. Addison Achenbach. DeBouf got the rebound. They just called the 3rd foul on Aubrey Achenbach. That was kind of off on that rebound. They were both fighting for the basketball. Tipped away here. Linder gets it. She can't get the shot to fall. Here come the Bears on the attack. Lure, she drives down the lane. Foul whistled on number 32, Jade DeBouf of North Mahaska, her 3rd. Lures will be at the line. She's going to the line for the first time tonight. She'll be shooting 2 shots here. Looks like Olivia Ridgway getting ready to come in. But first one hits the front of the iron. We have Ridgway in for DeBouf. So this could be a matter of attrition before this night's up. Lures with a basket. She's got 3 points on the night. 16-14 North Mahaska. Here comes Lake. She drives down and fouls whistled. Foul whistled on number 14. That's Lures. Her 3rd. So Lake will be at the line shooting 2. She is 0 for 3 on the night. Just not a good free throw shooting night for either team this evening. That one rolls off. Rebound to Castor. Castor gets it across the timeline over to Achenbach. Kaylin Castor had a great idea, made the move, but on her fake to the to the pass. She took a step, so she ended up turning the ball over. Here comes Lake across the timeline. Gets it to Ridgway underneath. Ridgway gets the ball to fall in. 18-14, 6:44 left here in the third quarter. Here come the Bears. Cohen gets it over to Achenbach. Achenbach down to Lures. Lures drives in. Foul whistled on Natalie Linder, her second. So Lures will be back at the free throw line. She gets that one to fall. Spots up for her second shot. She's hit 3 in a row. She's 3 of 4 at the line tonight.
I was going to say, she seems to have kind of gotten into a flow offensively.
Yeah. Lake being hassled by Mallory Cohen and ends up bouncing it off of her own foot. Achenbach to Achenbach. Aubrey brings it across the timeline, gives it off to Addison. Addison swings around, can't get the shot to fall. Jolynn Fogel with the rebound. And here come the Warhawks again. Lake dribbling around, trying to look for somebody to go to. She got a foul instead. Foul was whistled on number 15, Mallory Cohen. That's her second non-shooting foul, but that is the third team foul on the Bears. Linder, she's underneath, puts it high off the glass, goes Achenbach to Addison. And Addison is whistled. Addison Achenbach is whistled for an offensive foul, her second. Mallory Cohen's just playing tremendous defense out there. You know, she is just everywhere. Linder, she tries a long shot, doesn't even come close.
By the way, RD, I just had a English Valleys fan let me know that Cone, like what you're saying is cone, is actually pronounced cane.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that. That is my fault. I usually check that with a coach before the game, and I did not do that tonight. And we got a tie up in the middle there. Not sure who gets the basketball on the alternating possession. Looks like it's going to North Mahaska on the alternating possession on the tie-up. All right, here comes Ridgway across the top. There it is to Lake. Lake spots up for three. It rolls off. Battle for the rebound between Castor and Ridgway. It'll be English Valley's ball. Addison Aubrey to Achenbach to Aubrey. Aubrey brings across timeline. Passes it off to Kane. Kane puts it up and it goes short. A couple English Valley fans. I think they're correct. I think it.
Oh yeah.
It at least from our vantage point, it looked like it went off of North Mahaska. So Addison into Lures. Lures, she whips it out to the top to Kaylor Loewen. Here comes Addison. And a travel. 4:33 to play here in the third quarter. Low-scoring game. North Mahaska 18, English Valley 16. Lake across the timeline. Kayla Loyne there to make the stop. Foul having trouble getting it. I think they wanted to travel, but I think Ridgeway got it away just in time. Wow, that is a tough foul. Foul whistled on Kaylin Castor, her third. New 35 clock for Oh no, that is the fifth team foul in the quarter, so Linder will be at the line shooting free throws. She sinks her first. Into the Bears lineup, number 15, Mallory Kane. Linder spots up for her second. It rolls in. Linder's got 4 points on the night. Here comes Addison. She gets it off to Kane. Kane to Lown. Lown goes in. Gets tipped away. Anna Lures takes it hard into Jolyn Fogel. That's Fogel's third foul for North Mahaska. So Lures will be at the line shooting.
All the fans on both sides are getting kind of grumpy tonight.
Yeah. Well, Lures is certainly not the one you want to foul. I have her 5 of 6 on the night. Foul whistled on Linder, her third. DeBoof back into the basketball game, replacing Lake. I think the English Valley's coaches thought it might have been a Linder's close to getting a technical here. Foul whistled on Nat Linder. That is her fourth foul.
That's huge.
Kaylin Castor at the line shooting the free throw. Mallory Anderson back into the lineup to replace Linder. Here we go for Castor's second shot. It rolls out. A rebound to Fogel. Solid defense by the Bears. Ridgeway gets it across. Foul, but her shot goes off. Addison Achenbach. DeBoof gets it and throws it away. The defense is the defense is really working hard out here, and these poor officials, you know, usually it's kind of a 50-50 split. Well, it's about 100% not in favor of these officials tonight for some reason.
I haven't seen these guys yet this year.
No, I have not either. And there goes the ball inside. Lures, she dribbles around, gets it to Castor. Castor goes in, can't get it. Lures gets the rebound, puts it back up. Fogel secures the rebound. Yeah. Lures with the basket. Yeah. Been a lot of contact things called fouls, and there was quite a jumble in the middle and nobody called. So the Bears have their first or second lead. Ridgway, she throws it in. Castor steals it. Here comes Aubrey Achenbach. Off to Kane. Timeout called by English Valleys. 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And we're bringing it back to North Mahaska High School. Boy, what a game we got going on here, RD. Everybody's getting kind of testy. Oski Dental sponsors this scorecard.
Yeah, 2:06 here left in the third quarter. We have 6 players, 3 on each team, with 3 fouls. There goes Kaylin Castor in. She gets the basket. Defense by Mallory Kane on Ridgway. Ridgway gets it off to DeBoof. DeBoof trying to get things settled down here. Faub, she's out top. Gets the ball knocked away, but Ridgway there to pick it off. Here comes Faub. Stopped from about 12 feet. Doesn't go. Aubrey off to Addison, and neither one could get the ball to fall. Aubrey Achenbach off to the right side. Over to Kane. Kane back into Lures. Lures drives down the lane. And Lures has 11 points. Going to have a foul on number 15, Mallory Kane. Her third. The Bears with 4 players on the floor with 3. Foul will be at the line shooting free throws. She gets one to fall. Kaylor Lown back into the English Valleys lineup. Foul set for her second shot. And it comes off to Castor. Castor with the rebound. Ridgway all over Achenbach. Achenbach to Castor. Castor to Lown. Lown, she goes running down the lane. Big collision underneath. And 3-point basket for her second for Aubrey Achenbach. The Bears have built a 28-21 lead. 17 seconds to play in the quarter. Foul, she gets the... Oh, it looked like a block by Castor, but whistled a foul. That is her 4th foul. Foul at the line. Sinks the first one. Mallory Kane in to replace Castor. Second shot by Foul, but it's also good.
Foul's free throws really keeping them in the game right now.
10 seconds and right down the middle of the lane, but she can't get it to fall. Ridgeway with the basketball. And at the end of the third quarter, English Valley's 28, North Mahaska 23.
Thanks to Oski Dental for sponsoring the third quarter.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
And we're back here on Steve Shetler Media. Fourth quarter is sponsored by First State Bank in New Sharon.
North Mahaska has the ball to start. DeBoeuf gets it over to Lake. Lake to Linder. Linder with those 4 fouls. She's got to watch what she's doing. Ball goes out of bounds, remains with North Mahaska. The story in that third quarter was Anna Lures with 9 third quarter points. She leads all scorers with 11. Back to action here. Here's Lake over to DeBoeuf. DeBoeuf dribbling, stops, gets it to.
Wow.
Got it into Linder. Linder tried to get it into Fogle and it got poked away. Here come the Bears again. Mallory Kane looking to Aubrey Achenbach. Back to Kane. Kane across the top, over to Addison. Aubrey spots it up. It goes off. Linder out-duels Lures for the basket. Fogle was looking for some place to go with there. There goes Ridgeway with a basket. 28-25 English Valleys. Ridgeway went after the steal. went after the steal. And Achenbach slid and they called it a travel. Fogle looking, kind of about fair play here. Here goes Achenbach, but she throws it away. Right now, it just appears both teams are trying to do a little more than maybe they're capable of doing with their personnel. Returning to the North Mahaska lineup is number 10, Addison Faub, replacing Fogle. Linder gets it into DeBoeuf. Mallory Kane picks her up at midcourt. And that is the 5th foul on. It was on a screen, and they called an illegal screen. So Nat Linder is out of the ball game. Got a tie up. Looks like it remains with English Valleys. 27 on the shot clock. It's 28-25, 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. A steal by Lake. She's having trouble. She gets it to Fogle. Fogle gets it off to DeBoeuf. DeBoeuf gets it across half court. She's struggling. This defense by both these teams is just causing problems for the other. They're pretty evenly matched. There goes Lake down the middle. Her shot goes off. Fogle tries to save it, but for naught. English Valleys has the ball. Lown gets it into Aubrey Achenbach. She brings it out. Full timeout called by English Valleys.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great.
Hey, Clint. Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shetler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shetler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
And we're bringing it back here to North Mahaska High School in New Sharon, Iowa. First State Bank in New Sharon sponsors our fourth quarter. Looks like we're in for a heck of a finish here, RD.
Yes, it is. Bears are on the attack there. Aubrey Achenbach over to Addison, back to Aubrey, back to Addison. Into Lures. Lures goes into the middle of the lane. She can't get it to fall. Carly Lake comes away with it. She's being chased. Addison fouled. She throws it away. Lures on the steal. Lures brings it back over. Aubrey Achenbach with the basketball. Lures gets it knocked away. And Lake tried to pass it. Got it knocked out of bounds by Lures. This last 4 minutes is going to be something else. Here comes Ridgway. She gets it over. She's being harassed by Kane. Kane's just all over the place here. There's Ridgway. Ridgway to Lake. Lake fakes the three. Gets it back out to Ridgway. Ridgway to DeBoof. DeBoof puts one up. Goes off the rim. Fogel puts it up and she gets it to fall. She's got 4 points on the night. 28-27 English Valleys. 4:17 to play, and this crowd is coming alive. Achenbach into Castor. Castor dribbles down, can't get it. Lures gets the rebound and the basket. 3-point lead for English Valleys, 30-27. Foul on the left side, comes across up to the top, gives it to Lake. Lake fires one up, goes off the rim. Rebound by Addison. Addison Achenbach takes it down. She's got 9 points on the night. And DeBoof tries to throw it inside, got it knocked away. Here come the Bears. Addison Achenbach up on the left wing. Bounces through Lures' legs. Here comes Lake. Lost her balance. Now Achenbach up, and she gets a foul. Foul was whistled on Olivia Ridgway, her first. Addison Achenbach's going to be at the line. She'll be shooting two. She's 1 of 2 on the night. She gets that one to fall. Kaylor Lown back into the English Valleys lineup. Achenbach at the line. That one bounces off the plate. Comes down to Ridgway. Foul misses, but DeBoof puts the three-pointer up, and it goes in. (33-30) English Valley's 2.5 to play in the ball game. Here goes Achenbach. Gets it knocked away by Lake. And that's going to be a foul on Kaylin Castor. And that is her 5th foul. So we've had a player from each team foul out of the ball game. New 35-second clock for the Warhawks. Lake gets it to DeBoof. DeBoof comes back across the timeline. Kane just tremendous defense out there on top. Lake looking for someplace, but she travels. So here come the Bears, able to look for another basket. Aubrey Achenbach brings it across the timeline, and we've got a timeout by the Bears. I believe a 30-second timeout. Oh, no, full
Skunk
timeout.
River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon, and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices, or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust. All right, we're bringing it back for the final 2:06 here in the fourth quarter, sponsored by First State Bank in New Sharon. R.D. Keith.
All right, the English Valleys. Here comes Aubrey Achenbach. She gets it into Lures. Lures can't get it to fall. Olivia Ridgway there with the rebound. DeBoof, she's being chased by Kane. Fogel in the middle. She gets it up and down for North Mahaska. Pulls within one, 33-32, a minute and a half to play. Here comes Aubrey Achenbach. She gets it inside. Tries to get it to Lures, and it's stolen by Lake. Lake gets it across the timeline. Here comes DeBoof across the top. Reverses. Gets it to Lake. Lake spots it up. Gets it into Fogel, but Fogel can't hang on to it. And they're calling a foul on number 20, Olivia Ridgway of North Mahaska, her second. Third team foul. North Mahaska does have one foul to give. Here comes Achenbach with the ball. Gets it over to Addison. Addison around to the top right. Gets it back to Aubrey. Aubrey looks. Gets it off to Kane. Kane looks. Gets it down underneath to Lown, but Lown couldn't take it. Here comes Achenbach to Lures. And Aubrey's shot doesn't draw iron. 35 seconds to play. North Mahaska with the basketball. Lake bringing it across the timeline. Kane right on her. Tries to get it inside, and there's a foul on Lures. That'll be her fourth foul. That is the second team foul. And Ellie Moore wants a timeout. That's the fourth foul on Lures.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
All right, we do thank Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell for State Farm Insurance being one of our sponsors. Now, of course, RD, they bring us our player of the game, and nobody, I'm looking at the stats for North Mahaska, and nobody has really stood out as far as being a player of the game. So, I mean, you're going to have a tough call on that one.
I know.
And we're down to the final 25.1 seconds here.
I know. I was just looking at that myself and trying to figure out what in the world.
Now, somebody, I suppose if they hit a game winner here,
yeah,
that might make it easier.
Yeah, you know, it's and English Valleys has 2 fouls to give. So as long as they don't foul on a shoot.
Oh, is that going to be over and back? Oh, it is.
And that was an over and back, went off of the hand of DeBoof. I know North Mahaska's wanting that call, but that is correct. So here come.
They got a foul.
Now all they have to do is just play catch. They've got a Okay, English Valleys calls timeout.
We'll just go ahead and keep it here. So 11.8 seconds to go. 33-32 in favor of English Valleys. Now, should bring up that EV on Friday night just had that 1-point last-second victory over Montezuma. So they're, this is fresh. This is kind of old hat to them. These really super close, tight games. So we'll see how they respond in this last 11.8 seconds.
Well, we've talked about fouls the whole game. North Mahaska has 1 foul. They can foul one time before they can even put them to the free throw line. So they're going to want to foul quick. There it is. Addison Foul will pick up her 4th foul. So we've got 9 seconds left. Now the Bears are just going to try to dribble out.
Time's ticking.
And Foul will foul out of the ball game. Lures is probably not the one that you wanted to send to the free throw line. Bailey Banstra is going to go into the lineup for Foul. And Lures' shot rolls off.
Leaves some hope for the Warhawks.
She had made 5 in a row. North Mahaska calls a timeout.
And we'll hear from some of our sponsors. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. And we thank Oski Dental for being one of our sponsors here on North Mahaska Basketball. 4th quarter sponsored by First State Bank in New Sharon. 5.5 seconds to go. What do we got? English Valley is going to the foul line for one more shot here. RD.
Yes, we got Anna Lures. She'll have one more. Whether she makes it or misses it, it's still a one-possession game. So North Mahaska would have to get the ball down the court quickly. But, boy, against this EV defense and the way this game's being called, it's hard telling exactly what's going to happen here. But Anna Lures. And it comes off, but a rebound.
Oh, she didn't need to shoot that.
And that's your final. English Valley's 33, North Mahaska 32. A big rebound by Aubrey Achenbach off of the Lures miss.
And she really didn't need to shoot it. I mean, she could have just let the clock run.
Yeah. Yeah, at that point, she could have just let it go. But tremendous job by this English Valley's squad. They're small but mighty.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
They played just a little bit better defense
by a point.
By a point, but it's not a criticism of the officials, but the teams just really never quite got into how the game was being called.
No, there was no
and
flow.
I think that was where the where the game was. I mean, these kids don't foul out that often, and to have that many, it was just simply the way the ball game was called tonight. Yeah.
So your tough task of choosing a Kelly Style Wendell Campbell State Farm Player of the Game. Again, we're discussing nobody on the North Mahaska team, stat-wise, had much better of a game than anybody else.
No. And I got a feeling I'd get in trouble if I made the officials the player of the game. Boy, I don't know. Maybe we give it to Allie Style for taking the opening tip and handing it to the official. No, I'm looking here. I'm thinking Olivia Ridgway had to come in at several different key points of the game, and she had 6. I have her for 6 points. I think 3 rebounds. I'm not sure just how accurate that is. But, yeah, nobody just really stands out. So I think we'll give it to Olivia Ridgway.
Okay, Olivia gets our State Farm Player of the Game. Now, we've got senior night going on, so we'll shut up here for a little bit and let the seniors get their recognition.
incredibly fun. And thank you to my parents for pushing me to do my best in everything I do. Ella Mullins is the daughter of David and Candy Mullins. This is her first year of basketball cheer. Her future plans are to continue in the Army National Guard and attend the University of Northern Iowa to study biomedical sciences and to participate in the ROTC. And our final senior is Ava Westerkamp. She is not able to be here tonight, but I'd just like to honor her. Ava is the daughter of Tim and Sherry Westerkamp. She's been a basketball cheerleader for 2 years. Her future plans are to go into real estate investing. This evening is a little bittersweet since it's my last time having a senior at senior night. I have had the privilege of getting to know all of these girls the past 3 years between football and basketball cheer. I can't believe in just a few short months they've all become high school graduates. I want to thank each of you for your positivity and for always trying to keep our teams and crowd rallied. I'm so proud of each of you and loved watching you grow not only as cheerleaders, but as leaders in the game of life. I wish you much happiness and success going forward in everything you do. And I'll miss all of you.
Okay, everyone, thank you for coming tonight. I really appreciate the Warhawk Nation, and certainly with our basketball team, we have one senior, and she is the daughter of Jason and Kelly Style. Her name is Allie Style. Okay, so Allie and I have grown tremendously together for 4 years. And certainly the word that I can describe Allie for me is just being genuine. And that means a lot to a head coach and just to a person of my age and having a young lady that has the maturity level that Allie has. And certainly when she travels to the next destination, which we don't know where that's going to be at, she's going to study in psychology. Allie ranks number 1 in the class of 53. Her GPA is 4.0. And Allie's always been, number 1, a tremendous teammate. And that is what this team this year is all about, teammates. And Allie went down against the Sigourney game with a fracture in her ankle. It's unfortunately that happened, but she has a great attitude. And I keep talking to her and the team about the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th game. That's what counts. And I've also talked to our team about resilience. And certainly we're in that mood right now. We're going to be resilient. We have 3 games left in our schedule, and certainly we're going to be ready to go. With your support, these girls lay their hearts out on the floor. They really do, every night. And Allie sitting on the bench with us means a lot because she's doing a lot of talking over there. I want to thank the parents for raising a great young lady. And where she goes, and her pursuit will be psychology, and the sport that she probably might be participating in will be golf. So that is so important that she does that, because not a lot of kids get to do a sport in college. And that's a great, great testimony to her resilience. So there you go, Allie Style.
Tonight we want to take this time and honor our basketball players, senior basketball players, and their parents. 4 of these 6 boys have been out for all 4 years. And hey, 2 of them decided to join us this year. Just a great group to be around. And again, we want to honor the parents and the seniors at this time. First of all, we have Jeremiah Ashman, grandson of George and Shirley Ashman. Next up, we have Logan Baldock, son of Shannon and Amber Baldock. He wants to be called the legendary, we'll go with it, Trenton DeBryan, son of Doug and Robin DeBryan. Charlie Gumar, son of John and Tammy Gumar. Jackson Vanderveer, son of Travis Vanderveer and Sarah Licht, and Chase and Sarah Conover. And lastly, we have Dane Van Mersbergen, son of Brad and Stephanie Van Mersbergen. Boys, first of all, I just want to say thank you for your time and dedication to our basketball program. Like I said before, this is definitely a fun bunch to be around. And it's evident practice, games, and on road trips. Maybe someday I will join in on Among Us. Parents, your boys are pretty good liars. And I have witnessed it plenty as they play this game. We made some great memories this year on road trips, especially playing at the Casey Center. And I hope those are things you'll remember. Parents, thank you for raising these young men that you have. It makes our jobs as coaches so much more enjoyable and easy. We also thank you for the support you've shown to your sons in the basketball program over these last years. It's been such a blast for me to take over these last couple of years and coach these guys and be around them. They've changed so much and molded into close to fine young men. Dane, be careful. But most importantly, it's a group of just some good kids. And they're involved in a lot of activities, and just the type of kids that you want. When help is needed, they're going to be there to help. And that's what makes me most proud to be around them. Again, boys, thank you. It's been a blast. We're going to keep working hard. We're going to get better. We're going to keep having fun. And also, again, thank you, parents.
All right, we're bringing it back here live to North Mahaska High School, New Sharon, Iowa. Had a heck of a girls' game to start things off. English Valley's girls gets the 1-point win, I believe for the second time in a row. Unless they had a game in between now and Montezuma, those girls are winning the close ones. Let me readjust my camera just a hair as we celebrated senior night in between games. We do thank all of our sponsors for making North Mahaska basketball possible here on Steve Shuttler Media Facebook and YouTube, Skunk River Radio Facebook. That includes Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, State Farm Insurance, who also sponsors our player of the game, Proline Building Company, First Aid Bank, Oski Dental, Skunk River Radio, Shuttler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and Lake Painting, all on board for North Mahaska basketball. We're 1 minute away from the starting lineups tonight. R.D. Keep has the call of the action. R.D., what are we looking at for this game?
Well, after watching that girls game, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, English Valley's North Mahaska, they're meeting up. The Bears are 10-8 overall, 8-5 in the league. Currently, I believe they sit 5th. North Mahaska is 6th. They're 7-10 overall, 6-6 here in the South Iowa Cedar League. North Mahaska is only averaging 47 points, while this Bears team puts up 57 per contest. So we could be an interesting ball game. English Valleys is led in scoring by junior Everett Bender, 16 points per ball game. Junior Kane Axmer with 10, and 10 more by sophomore Christian Tripsies. Ben Axmer leads in rebounds with 8 per game. The Bears shoot at a 40% clip from the field, 51% from the foul line. North Mahaska senior Jackson Vanderveer leads their scoring, 13.2 points per game. Dane Van Mersbergen, another senior, adds 9. The Warhawks shoot 38% from the floor, 26% from the arc, and 53% at the line. So, taking a quick look at your starting lineups for the English Valley Bears. Junior guard, Roger Patterson, number 3. Number 5, Ben Axmer, a junior, 6'1". A 5'10" sophomore guard, number 11, Christian Tripsies. A 5'11" junior, number 15, Colton Meisel. And rounding out the Bears lineup is 6'5" center, 55, Kane Axmer. He's a junior. North Mahaska, since it is senior night here, they are starting an all-senior lineup. Number 4, Charlie Gumont, a 5'5" guard. Number 10, a 6-foot forward, Jackson Vanderveer. Number 14, senior guard, 5'10", Logan Baldock. Number 20, Dane Van Mersbergen, a 5'10" guard. And rounding out the lineup, a 5'9" forward, Jeremiah Ashman, number 42, getting, I believe it would be his first career start. So we're kind of, the way that game played out in the girls with the fouls, it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. I'm pretty sure Coach Kelderman is going to just let some of these seniors play just a little bit, and then he'll bring in his regular players such as freshman Zach Veseth, sophomore Travis Castaneda. And there's the tip. Goes to Charlie Gumont for North Mahaska. He brings it across the line. Gets it out to Vanderveer at the top. And Dane Van Mersbergen puts it up, but Tripsy is with the rebound. There's a basket for English Valleys right away by Kane Axmer. Gumont goes across, whips it out to Ashman. Ashman gets it off to Vanderveer in the corner. He's double teamed. Tries to get away, gets it away to Baldock. Bounced around in there. Gumont had it, and we've got a foul called on Ben Axmere, his first, team first. New 35-second clock for the Warhawks. 7:05. English Valley's up 2-0.
I'll tell you what, Artie, since the last time English Valleys was on Steve Shetler Media, which we have a turnover there, last time we saw them against Pekin, they were really battling illness and injury. It looks like English Valley's boys are back to full strength tonight.
Oh, great.
So Ben Axmere back at it, and there you see the big guy, Kane Axmere. Kane Axmere last game actually literally had a puke bucket at courtside.
Van Mersbergen puts it up, bounces off the plate. Rebound to Ben Axmere. He gets it down. Patterson back out to the top to Tripsies. Foul whistled on number 55, Kane Axmere. You know, we saw post players in that first game get into some foul trouble. In fact, fouled one of them out for North Mahaska, so it's going to be interesting to see how this game plays out. Ball bouncing around out there. And looks like we've got another foul called. Another foul called on Kane Axmere.
That's huge.
We are not 2 minutes into the game, and Kane Axmere is on the bench, being replaced by Tyler Lortz, a junior. Van Mersbergen over to Vanderveer. He throws it, but the Baldock can't hold it. So into the basketball game goes number 45, Caleb Cole, a sophomore, and number 12, Travis Castaneda, taking out the two seniors who do not normally start. So North Mahaska at their usual 5. Here come the Bears on the attack. Lortz, he gets it inside, wings it out to Tripsies. Vanderveer with the Tripsies knocks it away. Vanderveer got the rebound there. Dumont throws it cross court on the inbounds pass to Castaneda. He dribbles around, gives it to Castaneda in the corner. Tries to get out of there. There's Vanderveer at the top. Here goes Gumont runs the baseline, gets the first basket for the Warhawks. 2-2 with 5 minutes to play. Van Mersbergen had a nice save attempt, but he stepped on the line. Patterson gets it into Tripsies. Tripsies, the Bears just kind of running a threefold there, and Colton Mikesell with the basket. Turnover by North Mahaska, but Tripsy's 3 goes short. Van Mersbergen, I believe, had that rebound. North Mahaska, Van Mersbergen tries to dribble across the lane, gets it knocked away by Lortz. Ball's into the corner. Gumont on the steal. He races down. They're calling a foul on. Foul whistled on number 11, Christian Tripsies, his first. Fourth team foul on the Bears. Gumot at the line. He's good on his first one. Nothing but net on the second. So 4 minutes, at the 4 minute mark, it is 4-4. Well, having Kane Axmere out of there really changes what the Bears want to do underneath, but nice run. Ben Axmere splits the defense, gets the basket. Foul whistled on Christian Tripsies, his second.
Wow, that's his second too.
And that's the fifth. So North Mahaska will be shooting. Zach Vaseth, he'll be at the line. His goes off the front rim. Lines up for the second. Gets that one. 3:43 to play. English Valley 6, North Mahaska 5. Dane Van Bursbergen steps into a pass, but he misses the basket. Rebound by Lortz. He gets it away to Patterson. Patterson gets it out to Lortz. Lortz back over to Tripsies. Tripsies back across court to Patterson. Patterson to Lortz. Lortz trying to direct traffic off that top. Here comes 3-point. Does Tripsies theirs to get the rebound and banks it off. 8-5 English Valleys. Tough press being exerted by the Bears. Caleb Hull inside with the basket. Lortz gets it in. Both teams putting on a press. The Bears break it. 3-point goes off. Van Bursbergen pulls it down, gets it off to Vanderveer. Van Bursbergen with the 3-point attempt, but Hull there with the rebound, but couldn't get it to fall on the putback. So here come the Bears again. Tripsies out to Patterson. Patterson to Tripsies. Tripsies back, kind of being that key person on the top. Another 3-point here. Vanderveer with the rebound. Here comes Castaneda. He's now Vanderveer with a 3-point right at the very top of the key. Give North Mahaska the lead, 10-8. Zach Visef nearly steals the basketball. Bears get it across. Here's Tripsies. He starts down the right side. Off. Van Bursbergen with a rebound. Here comes Vanderveer at the top of the key. He's looked over to Castaneda on the right side. Gets it to Visef. Visef dribbles around. He takes a shot from about 12. Comes off. Van Bursbergen rebound. Gets the basket. He had 2 rebounds in there. So Ben Axmere answers on the other end. Castaneda, he loses it. Stolen away by Patterson. And there's a basket attempt by Ben Axmere. He's fouls whistled on Zach Vaseth, his first team foul on North Mahaska. Ben Axmere sinks his first free throw. Carson Ewing into the North Mahaska lineup, replacing Van Mersbergen. And the second is good. Ties the game at 12 with 40 seconds left in the quarter. Vanderveer got the ball in. Nice block by Ben Axmere on Vaseth. 29 seconds left in the quarter. North Mahaska basketball. Vanderveer looking to get it in, gets it into Castaneda. He goes down the baseline, but steps on the line. Good defense there by Colton Meixel. So Lortz tosses it in to Patterson. He brings it across the timeline. 20 seconds left in the quarter. There's Tripsies. He's hasn't knocked away, but gets it back. Tripsies on the right wing. Out on top to Patterson. Tripsies, he gets him in the air, gets it back out to Patterson. That's the end of the first quarter. 12-12.
And we do thank Shetler Insurance Services for sponsoring this quarter. Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Thanks to Kelly Style, Wendell Campbell for sponsoring here on North Mahaska Basketball. They bring us our player of the game, which we'll pick later on tonight. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier this game for you, RD, to pick that player of the game.
I hope so. Kane Axmere's back into the ball game. He's got those 2 fouls. Here comes Castaneda. Whips it out over to Ewing. Ewing looking for some place to put it. Zach Vaseth picks up the basketball, gives it to Vanderveer at the top of the key. Hole in the middle, tries to bounce it in to Vanderveer. Stolen. Kane Axmere can't get it to fall. Vanderveer with the rebound. English Valleys was kind of wanting a foul underneath there. Was some contact. Vanderveer, he looked at it. There's Vaseth. 17 to shoot. Still 12-12. No score. No one scored here in the second quarter. Caleb Hole spots up though for a 3-ball. He's got 5 points in the game. Lortz over to Patterson, back out to Lortz. Oh. Shots not falling for either team right now. Here comes Patterson with the basketball. Gets it to Tripsies. Tripsies over to Lortz. Lortz, he gets bounce pass to Tripsies. They try to go inside. Castaneda there to pick it off. He goes down and he gets the basket. So Castaneda with the steal. I think we had a timeout to fix somebody's shoe. Matt Van Mersbergen back into the North Mahaska lineup, replacing Castaneda. Here come the Bears. Lortz to Tripsies. Tripsies over the timeline. He's looking. Gets it to Patterson. Almost had it knocked away, but maintained control. Into Kane Axmere. Tripsies, he dribbles. Zach Vasitz gets the steal. Gives it to Van Mersbergen. He thought about the three and then decided, let's set something up here. So he brings it out to the top. Caleb Hole in the high post. Over to Vandermeer on the other high post. Ball comes off. There's Van Mersbergen with the basket. A rebound. Tries to put it back up. Puts it back up again. And this time Vanderveer, there's quite a battle underneath. And we got a tie up between Vanderveer and Lortz. The ball remains with North Mahaska. Hole out to Vanderveer in the corner. Vanderveer comes into the middle of the lane, gives it off to Hole, and he puts it down. North Mahaska's taking a 19-12 lead. Colton Meixel tried to bounce it into Kane, got it knocked out of bounds. Remains Bear basketball. Tripsy's ready to trigger it in. Gets it into Ben Axmere. Bears move it around. Tripsy's takes a three. Can't get it. Kane Axmere thought he was caught, but the ball went off and Zach Vasa ended up with it. There goes Vanderveer down. He can't get it. Dane Van Mersbergen, but ball stolen by Tripsies. Tripsies goes down. He's fouled, I believe, by Dane Van Mersbergen. And we got a timeout called by English Valleys.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And we're bringing it back to North Mahaska High School, New Sharon, Iowa. Second quarter, sponsored by Skunk River Radio. And RD Keep has to call the game.
All right, yeah, it's 4:16 to play. North Mahaska leads 19-12. Christian Tripsies is at the line. There was a foul just before the timeout, and he misses the first one. Free throws could be big if this game transpires the way the girls did. So he goes 1 of 2, 19-13. Van Mersbergen gets it over to Hall. He tries to get it into Van Mersbergen on the right block. Knocked out of bounds. 28 to shoot. Vanderveer, he's the trigger man here. He wings it out to Ewing. Ewing gets it to Gumont, and he gets it taken away. Tripsies over to Lortz. Lortz to Meixel. There's Tripsies. He tries to get down through, but he's got a foul on the floor on Charlie Gumont, his first. That's the second team foul on North Mahaska in the quarter. And Gumont tips it away. But Lortz is there to thwart the shot attempt. Charlie Gumont had that ball a little too low, and Tyler Lortz just zapped it. Caleb Hole on the rebound. He gets it out to Van Mersbergen. He wings it back across the floor to Gumont. Gumont gives it to Ewing in the corner. Puts it up. No good. Tripsies with the rebound. Here come the Bears. Bounces it off of Christian Tripsies. Bounces it off of his foot. North Mahaska moves the ball up the court. The Bears staying in that 3-2 zone. That ball was like a pinball all over. Here comes Kane. The Kane Axmere can't get the ball to fall, but he did draw the foul. Foul whistled on Caleb Hall, his first.
Kane Axmere for English Valley is a recent male athlete of the week on Steve Shuttler Media. He's in the running again this week and doing fairly well with the amount of votes. So, but he wasn't faring very well on that free throw.
No, he did not. That's one that he doesn't want to see on his highlight rule at the end of the year. But he gets that one to fall in. Closes the gap, 19-14, North Mahaska. Here come the Warhawks up the floor. English Valley's giving pretty good pressure with that. Tripsies almost had a foul there. Vanderveer from the right wing. Gets it in the middle. Still no. Patterson with the rebound for English Valleys. And the Bears are back on the attack. Here goes Tripsies down the baseline. Takes it all the way in. He is so sharp at cutting that corner on that baseline that if you give him just a little bit of a space, it's just enough. Here comes Zach Vaseth. He's able to get a 8-footer to fall. Minute 50 to play. 21-16 North Mahaska. And Kane Axmere with a basket, and he was fouled by Dane Van Mersbergen. So Axmere back at the line.
Kane finishing that three-point play off with a free throw.
Yeah. So North Mahaska gonna have to get it up the floor here against this pressure. They do so. They're getting there. Their Bears are so fast to get in there for the double. Now we got a foul on English Valley's. Colton Mikesell, his first. And timeout called.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
And thanks to Holland Coble Funeral Home for being one of our sponsors here on North Mahaska Basketball on Steve Shuttler Media. Second quarter, 1:35 to go. Artie.
Yeah, 21-19 North Mahaska. North Mahaska has the ball. 35 seconds on the shot clock, so they got a full clock. Van Mersbergen out to Zach Vaseth. He gets it to Vanderveer in the corner. His three won't go, but Van Mersbergen was there to get the rebound, and he was fouled.
Dane, I've been looking at the stats each week for the athletes of the week poll and stuff like that. Dane's stats seem to reflect that he's really turned it up a notch since Trent DeBryan went down with injury.
Yeah, he has. He has. Logan Baldock into the lineup, taking the place of Hole. Van Mersbergen good on the first one. He's set for his second. And he gets it. He's got 4 points on the night. Patterson inside to Ben Axmer, and he gets it to drop. He's got 8 points on the night. We're coming up on a minute left in the half. Zach Veseth, he gets it to Baldock there. Another one of those pinball things. Kane Axmer, he picks it up. He gets it off to him, and Bears back on the attack. We've got a foul on Logan Baldock of North Mahaska, his first. So Kane Axmer, he's going to be at the line, shooting 2 more. He's got 6 points on the night. And he misses both of them, but Ben Axmer clears it. And we got a jump ball. Stays with the Bears. 32 seconds on the shot clock. 40 seconds left in the half. Here comes Tripsies. Out to Mikesell. They get it down to Kane Axmer. Another foul on Baldock, his second.
Kane obviously not afraid to make some contact down there.
You know, here he is at the foul line. I believe that is 3 in a row he's missed now.
Yeah.
Ready for his second shot. And it goes off. Vanderveer on the rebound. Vanderveer at the top. Shot clock off, so just have the game clock. 20 seconds left. Van Mersbergen out on the logo. Now to Vanderveer. Vanderveer into Baldock. He flips it out to Castaneda. It goes off. Great save by Dane Van Mersberg, and he realized that he was going to be caught out of bounds and was able to bounce it off of a Bear player. And Vanderveer took about a Caitlin Clark shot, comes up short. Halftime score, 23-21, North Mahaska.
All right, we got about 10 minutes for halftime. We'll take a break and come back here in a little while for the second half.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Hi, Clint. Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
All right, we'll bring it back here live to New Sharon, Iowa, North Mahaska High School. Just as it was with the girls' game, it's another tight game here at the half, 23-21 in favor of North Mahaska. Oski Dental, don't want to forget, they sponsor our upcoming third quarter. About a minute away from the second half. Artie Keep with the call, the action. Artie, what are your thoughts of that first half heading into the second half?
Well, I was, after watching the girls' game, I was a little concerned with the fouls. And we do have some players in foul trouble. English Valleys has 3 of their starters with 2 fouls. North Mahaska has 1 with 2. So it's kind of playing out. Before we get to the second half start, I want to give a quick update. North Mahaska wrestlers were in the regional duels for the first time ever. They fell to Nashua Plainfield 37-34. But they came away with 4 wins by pin, 2 by decision, and 2 by major decision. So they made they made a good run at it. But anyway, I want to give a quick shout out. That's a big deal. And then they've got Girls State Wrestling, I believe, coming up this weekend. So it's.
And we'll have Clint Dye from Tag Team Photography on hand at the Girls State Tournament, covering all of our area teams. So look for pictures, videos, some articles with North Mahaska Girls Wrestling at the state tournament. So second half, here we go.
All right, North Mahaska has the ball to start the second half. Charlie Gumont gets it into Jackson Vanderveer. Vanderveer hands off to Vaseth. Vaseth back to Gumont. Gumont out there on top. He tries to get it inside, comes up short. Rebound by Ben Axmere. Christian Tripsies gets the ball. He's got it again at the top. Over to Patterson. Patterson to Tripsies. He drives, gets into the free throw line, comes off the front iron, but gets the rebound. And he is fouled by Zach Vaseth. That's his second team foul, or second personal foul. First team foul here in the second half. Tripsies over to Mikesel. Mikesel gets it almost stolen away. Ben Axmere. Dane Van Mersberger thought that he had got it knocked away out of his hands, but Patterson trying to get it in. He gets it out to the top of the key to Tripsies. He tries the right side, can't get there. Patterson's shot comes off. Here comes the Warhawks. Van Mersbergen loses it going down. Good bit of sportsmanship down there. Kane Axmere helped him up, got him up, and while the action was going on, but North Mahaska has the basketball back. Vaseth at the logo, gets it out to Caleb Hall. He dribbles over to the top, gets it to Vanderveer. He drives down the left lane. We've got a call underneath. I'm not sure what. Got a foul on Colton Mikesel, his second. But it was before the shot, so Van Mersbergen gets it over to Caleb Hole. Kane Axmere there to clean it up. Had to write some stuff down here. There goes Tripsies. Back out to Mikesel. Mikesel over to Patterson. Patterson to neither team able to get those long shots to fall. I think Kane Axmere thought he was going to get whistled for a foul, but he got the block. Caleb Hull, he's really struggling. Foul whistled on Kane Axmere. That's his third.
Been pretty amazing. I mean, he had 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game, and then just now picking up his third.
Caleb Hall at the line. He drops in his first. And it rolls in the second one.
Caleb's another guy that seems like since Trent DeBrine went down, his numbers have really picked up.
Yeah, he's done a nice. Kane Axmere with the basket. Foul whistled on Zach Vaseth. Oh, excuse me. No, on Jackson Vanderveer. Oh, in and out. Here come the Warhawks. Vaseth. Hole faked it inside, took it in for the basket. 5:30 to play, 27-23 North Mahaska. Tripsies to Mikesel. Mikesel inside there goes. They get the ball to Roger Patterson, and he's got the basket. Here comes Van Mersbergen, bounces it to Holt. Holt takes the baseline, gets it out to Vaseth at the other end, and nice block by Mikesel. Off to Tripsies. And another block at the other end by Jackson Vanderveer.
Back-to-back blocks.
Great defense by both these ball clubs at the moment. Here come the Bears. Tripsies inside to Kane. And he gets the basket and a foul. He'll go back to the line. Foul whistled on Jackson Vanderveer, his second. Third team foul. Each team has 3 team fouls here in the third quarter. Axmere puts it up. He's had about 3 of those that doesn't even tickle the net. Vaseth over to Gumad on the right wing. He takes it up top. Vaseth, he tries to drive in. Zach Vaseth's not very tall, but he can sure isn't afraid to take it down in there. Jackson Vanderveer drops in a 30-27, 4:30 left to play in the
Proline Building Company in New Sharon designs and builds a wide variety of structures, including commercial, municipal, agricultural, storage, and accessory buildings, as well as custom homes. Our customer-centered design build process ensures the project will meet your needs, however big or small. Whether you're looking to custom design a commercial or municipal building, add to your farm, or construct a hobby building, Proline is your partner every step of the way. Proline Building Company, the builder you know and trust. And we're coming back to North Mahaska High School. We thank Proline Building Company for being one of our sponsors here on North Mahaska Basketball. Artie Keep with the call of the game. Oski Dental sponsoring this quarter.
So we talked pregame about how many points these two teams score. 57 for the Bears, 47 for North Mahaska. We are struggling to get over the 30 mark. Jackson Vanderveer, he stole the ball. It was stolen back by Colton Mikesel, and then he double dribbled. So a lot of turnovers in this ball game. I don't keep track of the turnovers, but we got to be getting double digit. Vanderveer into Gumot. Ball went out of bounds. They're saying it's still North Mahaska ball. 33 on the shot clock. Caleb Hull looks at three. Comes off, but Zach, and there was a push.
Yeah.
Colton Mikesel gave him a pretty good push. That's his third foul. Fourth team foul. That one was just a little bit more obvious than some. Vanderveer is looking for somebody to throw it to. About ran out of time. Gumont, he's got the ball. Vanderveer, he drives in. And Van Mersbergen with a basket. But who's the foul going to be on? Foul was whistled on Ben Axmere. That's his third. End of the basketball game for North Mahaska is number 3, Carson Ewing. Dane Van Mersbergen's at the line. He's got 6 points on the night. Make that 7. He made the traditional 3 this time. Nice defense by the Warhawks, but Kane Axmere decided he wasn't going to try to challenge that. Zach Vaseth, he grabs the basketball and almost looked like he was going to dribble underneath Kane Axmere's legs. There's Jackson Vanderveer from the wing. Nice rebound by Ben Axmere. Get Patterson, he dribbles it across. Zach Vaseth, he's going to be called for his third foul.
Vaseth could probably physically go under in between Kane Axmere's legs.
Yeah, we give Zach a hard time. He is not a structurally tall individual. But great defense as these teams are. Lortz, he puts one up, but Ben Axmere's there to grab the rebound. Give the Bears another shot here. There it is to Tripsies. He takes the 3. Comes up short. Vanderveer with the rebound, and Castanado with a basket.
And we've got a full timeout, RD. Let's hear from some of our sponsors.
See State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa for auto, home, business, life, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. That's Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, your State Farm agents in Oskaloosa. Kelly and Wendell support the North Mahaska Warhawks.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. And Oski Dental is sponsoring our third quarter. We've got 2:47 to go in this third quarter. 35-27 in favor of North Mahaska. Already keep with the call of the action.
All right, the English Valleys, they have the ball out of bounds here. Tyler Lortz gets it into Tripsies. He's having some trouble. They got about 4 seconds left here. Got it just across. Kane Axmere moving around the perimeter. And 3-point basket by Christian Tripsies. Gives him 8 on the night. Makes the score 35-30. Vanderveer over to Castaneda. They go cross court to. And that is going to be foul number 4 on Kane Axmere.
That was a big-time body check down low.
Yes, it was. And he wasn't going to argue it. Van Mersbergen at the line. That one bounces off the back of the plate. Mike Sill back into the lineup for Kane Axmere. Van Mersbergen for his second. And it rolls off, but Caleb Hull's there, but can't get it. Van Mersbergen on a rebound. So Caleb Hull ends up with 2 rebounds. Van Mersbergen ends up with another, and we end up with a foul, I believe.
Mike Sill with his 4th.
Yep. Colton Mikesell with his 4th foul. Caleb Hull at the line shooting. And he rings it off the front of the rim. Number 25, Will Lures, a freshman, into the lineup, replacing Mikesell. So Hull gets 1 of 2. 35-30. 2 minutes even. Officials warning Tripsies and Castaneda. They were kind of guarding close, so Castaneda just moved into the backcourt. Here comes Tripsies. Over to the right side to Patterson. Patterson back out to Tripsies. Tripsies looks back over to Patterson. Patterson looks, tries to get it inside to Ben Axmere, and there's a foul on Castaneda. That's his first. 5th team foul. So for this last minute 44, both teams are going to be shooting some penalty shots here.
This quarter has seemed to drag on compared to the first half.
Ben Axmere, that one bounced around and rolled off the plate. Here's the second. Also rolls off. Van Mersbergen with the rebound. He's got the ball at the right wing. Up on top to Ewing. Ewing bounces it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer drives into the middle. Bounces it out to Castaneda. He takes it into Caleb Hull into the middle. Hull has 13 points tonight. Here are the Bears that passing around the perimeter. Tripsies to Lortz. Lortz tries to get it inside, and it gets taken away. He tried to get it to Ben Axmere, and the Warhawks were there to defend it. Vanderveer, top of the key. Inside a minute to play here in the quarter. And what do we got? Ben Axmere and Dane Van Mersbergen. Really, really tight play. The officials are talking here. I think it looked more severe than it actually was, but I'm just not sure what you call here.
Intentional?
Oh, calling it an intentional
wow.
foul on Ben Axmere. That is his 4th foul.
Huh.
So that will mean 2 shots by Van Mersbergen, and the Warhawks get the ball out of bounds. And he makes both of them.
That could be a big turning point in this game.
Yes, it could be. 39-30, 43 seconds left in the quarter. Number 14, Logan Baldock, back into the lineup, replacing Hall.
Did he make that second free throw?
Yes, he did.
All right.
And he just got the ball into the middle on the inbounds. 41-30. North Mahaska's really opened it up here in just the last few seconds, actually. Here goes Tripsies down the middle, and he drops it in. Nice move. Nice little 6-footer jump shot. Kelderman wants the last shot of the quarter. I think I would kind of keep it in Van Mersbergen's hand, let him decide what to do with it. Oh, nice move by Tripsies. He gives it to Lawrence. Wasn't going to count, but great defense there by Tripsies. So at the end of the third quarter, 41-32, North Mahaska.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And we're going to go ahead and bring it back here to North Mahaska. Now, I had North Mahaska with 42 points. The scoreboard here in the high school has them at 41, so I guess we'll go with that. So I'll make that change. But here we go. First State Bank in New Sharon sponsors this fourth quarter.
Well, it's going to be tough here for the Bears. They've got two players on the floor with 4 fouls, so they got to be careful. Here goes Patterson. He's being closely guarded by Castaneda. Gets it to Lortz. Lortz looking for somewhere. Gets it to Patterson. Patterson to Tripsies. Tripsy's very sure-handed. He's not going to make too many mistakes with that basketball. There goes Tripsies. He gets down the middle and he gets fouled. Is that on? That is on Travis Castaneda. That is his second. So Tripsies will be at the line. He sinks that one. That's his 11th point. That one rolls off. Rebound by Vanderveer. And now the Bears are on the run. Patterson, he brings it back out. Gets it out to Lortz at the top of the key. Back out to Lortz. Lortz dribbles, wants to get it to Tripsies. Tripsies, 19 to shoot. Into Ben Axmeyer. Lortz puts it up, bounces it off the plate. Battle between Kane Axmeyer and Van Mersbergen. And Kane had to back off a little bit, but Vanderveer with another rebound. He gets it down. Oh, nice block by Ben Axmeyer. They get the run out, and there's Tripsies.
You know, it felt like North Mahaska was taking control of this game, but here's EV hanging around.
Yeah, that's just tough defense. Carson Ewing with a three-pointer. Another Vanderveer rebound, and here come the Warhawks again on the missed shot. Castaneda, he goes down the baseline, takes it clear back out to the top. There's Van Mersbergen. Here comes Ben Maxmere. He's going 1-on-2, and he gets the foul. I believe that'll be on Jackson Vanderveer. Yes, it is. His third. Ben Axmere will be at the line shooting 2. Colton Mikesell back into the lineup for English Valleys. Zach Vaseth and Carson Ewing back in. Oh, no shots after all. Saying the ball went off of Lortz's leg. North Mahaska has the basketball. Vaseth to Vanderveer. Vanderveer brings it across the timeline. Overton Vaseth at the right wing. Back. 3-second call against North Mahaska. 5:18 to play, 44-35 North Mahaska. Here comes Tripsies across the midcourt stripe. Over to Colton Mikesell. Back to Tripsies. Tripsies looking. Gets it into Ben Maxmere at the free throw line. He gets it off to Mikesell. Mikesell back out to Tripsies. Lortz being harassed. And we got a foul. Foul on Caleb Hall, North Mahaska. His second. Third team foul on the Warhawks here in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Tripsies, he tries to go down. He's stopped, but Ben Axmere gets it. Kane Axmere cannot drag that thing down. So out of bounds to the Warhawks. Vaseth. Knocked away by kind of ping pong ball there. You know, these guys with 4 fouls aren't letting up any.
No. That's kind of do or die time. English Valleys needs to go on a run if they want to make this interesting.
Yeah, Tripsies with his third foul. First team foul of the final quarter here. I'm not sure what they're calling.
A flop?
Oh, they're saying a flop warning on Kane Axmere. Him and Van Mersbergen collided. So there's a flop warning. I haven't seen one of those.
No.
And are they going to call that on? Foul on Christian Tripsies. That's his fourth. 4 of the 5 players for English Valleys are on the floor right now have 4 fouls.
Wow.
So North Mahaska's up by 9, 44-35. 4 minutes to play. And that's the 5th foul on Kane Axmere. He leaves the game with 10 points. At the 4-minute mark left in the game. That's the 3rd team foul, so no shooting. But North Mahaska gets another 35-second clock. Although North Mahaska hasn't wanted to take that clock down very far, it doesn't seem. So Vaseth, he dribbles out. There's Carson Ewing for three, and he drops it in. That's his second three, 6 points. 12-point North Mahaska lead. Lortz had to go high to get that ball. Patterson gets it into Ben Axmere. He's just really harassed. There goes Tripsies. And Vanderveer went up for the rebound.
Everybody's going to start falling now for English Valleys. All those with the 4 fouls.
Oh, they are calling that on Jackson Vanderveer for North Mahaska. That's his 4th foul. So now North Mahaska has a player with 4. Ben Axmere gets a ball to fall. About an 8-footer. Timeout called by English Valleys.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
And thanks to Lake Painting and all of our sponsors on board for North Mahaska basketball. We're in New Sharon tonight, 3:17 to go in this 4th quarter, sponsored by First State Bank in New Sharon. R.D. Keep with the call.
Yeah, I was just kind of taking a quick count. Of course, my book is unofficial, obviously, but I show we've got a 10-point game. English Valleys has missed 11 free throws. North Mahaska has missed 3. So, with the number of guys with 4 fouls and 3 fouls, we could be looking at a free throw shooting contest. Zach Vaseth with a basket, 49-37. Just under 3 to play. Here go the Bears. There's Tripsies on the left side. He's caught there. Lortz! Tyler Lortz with a nice little 22-footer. 49-40. His first points of the night. And Zach Vaseth got himself caught in the corner. Timeout, North Mahaska.
Hi, Clint. Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
2:21 to go in the 4th quarter, sponsored by First State Bank of New Sharon. R.D. Keep.
Here we go. It's 2:20 to play. 25 on the shot clock. Carson Ewing with the ball for North Mahaska. Gives it off to Vaseth. There's Caleb Hole. He's looking. Gets it over to Carson Ewing at the left wing. Dane Van Mersbergen at the right wing. Three-pointer comes off. Ben Axmere on the rebound. He dribbles down, takes it all the way in. Comes up short. Van Mersbergen with the rebound. Jackson Vanderveer kind of found his way through the middle there. That's actually his first two-pointer, I believe. Bears trying to work it around that defense. Foul whistled on Zach Vieseth of North Mahaska, his fourth. That's the 5th team foul, so English Valleys will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. Axmere at the line. He'd missed 6 in a row up until that one. Looks like he's got himself back in the groove here. Oh, that one bounced out on him. Maybe broadcaster's curse. Here come the Warhawks. Oh, Zach Vieseth with a reverse layup. 53-41, minute 10 to play. Tripsies goes inside, spins around, and gets it to fall. Nice spin move by Tripsies. Here comes Vanderveer. And that is a foul on Christian Tripsies. His 5th. Personally, I think that one was pretty. That was a pretty soft, cheap foul. North Mahaska have the ball. When English Valleys fouls the next time, then it'll be two-shot foul. And we got there really quick. 48 seconds to play. Foul was whistled on number 25, Will Lures, who had just come in for Tripsies. Vanderveer at the line. Misses his first. This is the second. Ben Axmere with that rebound. Or excuse me, that was Colton Meixel with the rebound.
That should just about do it.
Yep, Lortz's shot went off, and Vanderveer dribbling around. Gets it back out to Vanderveer to.
So RD, who you thinking for a Kelly Style, Wendell Campbell State Farm Player of the Game?
You know, I'm thinking, well, we got a foul on another Ben Axmere. Fouls out of the game for English Valleys. Coming in is Ben Siren, a junior, number 23. Vanderveer at the line shooting. He sinks that one. His 9th point of the game. Warhawks back off of the 11 seconds to play. But I think looking at my unofficial score sheet, I'm thinking Dane Van Mersbergen really put on a. I have him for 11 rebounds, 11 points. You know, in a game that was just really tough. I'm thinking Dane Van Mersbergen as our State Farm Player of the Game.
That'll work. And that'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Again, the English Valleys girls eked out a win in the first game, and the North Mahaska boys get a hard-fought win over English Valleys tonight. Just a quick note, man, I've seen enough of English Valleys and North Mahaska both where with the postseason coming up here pretty quick, neither one of these teams is going to be an easy out in the postseason. It just seems like if it's their night, they could cause some troubles for about anybody. So,
yeah, it's speaking of the postseason, what's going to be tough for the North Mahaska girls is being in that 2A.
Yeah,
playing in that 2A regional. But yeah, English Valleys, both the boys and girls are going to make a nice run in that. Depending on how those brackets play out, we never know how those silly things are decided. But yeah, I think both these boys teams can make a nice run in the postseason. And,
yep, just depends on what team shows up that night.
Yeah, well, yeah, this one really had a lot to do with the officiating. They officiated it pretty close, and I thought the boys, both sides of the boys, adapted to the officiating much better than the girls did. But it just, it's just too bad some of those fouls that normally aren't called were called tonight, and you just have to adjust to it. But
all right, well, that'll do it for our broadcast. We have one regular season game left on the Steve Shuttler Media schedule, and that's next Thursday, and it's a big one. North Mahaska will be taking on Sigourney right here at North Mahaska High School. So tune in next Thursday, if I have that remembering right off the top of my head. Whenever that game is, I think it's Thursday next week. We'll have it for you here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube. All right, for RD Keep, I am Steve Shuttler. Thanks for tuning in.